Mr. Secretary, would you call people for attendance in that?
Sure. Tom Collins,
I am here.
what's the password? Bob Camerlin,
Here.
Dawn Pudo. Uh-oh, Dawn?
She was here. I don't see her anymore.
Don't take her long to get bored. There she is. Can you hear me, Dawn? Hello, Dawn.
I'm here.
Dawn?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can now. Thank you.
Okay.
That's three members. You have a quorum. I don't think I need to. Yeah, just some members. We're good.
Okay, since we have a quorum, then let's say we have the meeting minutes of January 24th, 2025 to approve and everything. Has everybody looked to that through the minutes?
Yes.
Yes or no? For
Yes.
everybody? Okay, if everybody has reviewed them and everything, are there any objections to that? Adds, moves, or changes?
No.
Okay, I don't hear any objections and everything in that. So can I have the movement for the approval of the meeting minutes for January 24th?
I move to approve.
Okay, a second.
That'd be you, Bob.
Okay. I second
Okay.
it.
Okay, if we have a second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Okay, the meeting minutes of January 24th are approved. Okay, do we have any communications, specific communications to the board?
No.
None? Okay, that's item number 4. Okay, is there any old business we have to go through?
No.
Nope. Okay. Okay, the new business is a review of license application files for the following. Ramton Tagliafieri for he wants to be a master electrician and everything in that. So looking through that, when I went through the and put it on the spreadsheet that I sent out and everything in that, Mr. Tamlin there is that he wants to be a master electrician. He does not have a code class, which does not have he does not qualify for that. And also his education looks like it's a 2-year degree. But I could not find any evidence of a with the evidence of a being able to for the qualifications for the North Central education and everything in that. And I wouldn't expect it because his education and everything is from Iran and everything in that. And I sent a file, quite a number of years ago with all the with the ABET Association file of what is approved and reciprocity in that with ABET and other other jurisdictions like in Germany or United Kingdom and so on. And Rick, your file should have that. Okay, there's no evidence that I could find in that file for that for Iran that is any kind of accreditation reciprocity for it. So that does not qualify for that. And his only affidavit is for Emerson Electric Company, and he is he just had a few hours on that. I think it was had less than 12,000 hours on that.
About 2,400, I think it was.
Right. So he does not qualify for that. Okay. So really what you have is that we have to decline his application to be a master electrician. Okay, Rick, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't know how Iran. It's not like dealing with one of the European block countries. Getting information in or out, it's a little difficult, and I hate that we can't give him a chance. But the way the requirements are written, he clearly doesn't have what he needs. And I'm sure in a lot of the Middle Eastern countries, nothing is going to be ABET recognized.
Right.
It might not know what that is. So,
Well, I guess one of the things is that it's glaring. He doesn't even have a code class in that.
well, his practical experience, Tommy's got a lot of education, but very little practical experience in the field.
Right.
Uh,
So, I mean,
Well-
you would have to decline his application for that just based on not a code class, even though his education is good. It looks like he has a lot of good classes and everything and that.
Let me
But
ask you, let me ask you a question.
sure,
He's working for Emerson. Let's say that I talk to him and I find out that what he's really interested in is an industrial license. He may not know what that is. He might want to work inside the plant over at Emerson.
I think that would be appropriate.
I was too, and I really like it because Emerson's in the city of Ferguson, so he don't need us anyway.
Right.
I
Right.
mean, we could certainly run him through and test him. I don't want to offer that to him if it's a no-go, but I thought he might be a likely candidate for an industrial license. That really looks like what his entire background is.
Yeah. So, do you want to take the lead on that to talk to him about that?
Yeah, I'll send him a letter. I don't want to take a chance calling him because I don't know that we'll be able to communicate well. But we'll send him a letter and lay all that out for him, tell him what's wrong, and try to get him to clarify what it is. I really don't. If he's working at Emerson, he's doing pretty good, and I can't imagine that he would want to go out and start doing construction work. But we'll find out, Tom. I'll report
If you
that.
would, I'd appreciate that. That could be a part of the business we can discuss at the next meeting and everything and that. His classes, tell him, his classes look good. I was looking at the topics and everything and that and trying to compare 1-to-1 between the community college and University of Missouri and everything and that, and also Rankin. So, I mean, it was, looks got a good classes and everything, but I have to tell you, this is the first time I've ever seen an application with a translator translating from Arabic or Farsi, whatever they had. I've never seen anything like that before and everything and that. So, okay.
All right.
So I guess for now, his application is declined, but Rick, you're going to follow up on that with his, talk to him
Yes.
about industrial license.
Absolutely.
Okay, and be sure to inform him to document his work hours very clearly. Okay.
Got it.
Okay. Next, does everybody agree with that process and everything? Yay or nay?
Yay.
Everybody agree? Okay. All right. For Mr. Vaughn there, he wants a communication license. Does not
Is
have
he-
a code class.
Is he on the phone? Is he in a meeting, John? I thought he wanted to join.
He was,
He's an attendees.
he's still there.
He just said I'm here with a written note.
So Mr. Vaughn is on?
Yeah, he's asking to be unmuted.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So he doesn't have a code class, which he doesn't yet, and he doesn't need one. He didn't submit any education. His work hours there, he submitted there was with the resubmittal and everything and that. He had total on that, it was 12,496 when he add things up. And it sounds like he has a lot of good experience and everything and that. My one problem there is the affidavits. We're still kind of it's kind of hazy what's really going on with the affidavits because, and I'm not sure how that's why I appended that one Word file to what I sent to everybody with the spreadsheet and everything in that, because what it is that his title is operation manager, there on his application and everything and that from October 22nd, 2024. And you're saying is that what the duties of the operation manager is more management rather than hands-on and everything in that. Okay, and then I guess one of the other things, and I guess Rick, you're going to have to make a call for this, whether some of this is appropriate with it and everything in that. There were several different affidavits, okay, on that. And there was one that was new. It was dated employment 4/12/23 to present, okay? But it had for commercial, it has 3,592 hours with it and everything in that. But then there were two affidavits in there that were identical with that. And it's like just a second copy got in there and everything in that. So I was wondering, Rick, what do you want to do with that, everything in that?
I believe John submitted a number of W-2 forms, all from the same company.
Right.
I did.
Did you find a conflict between the W-2s and the affidavits? Because if you did, I missed it, Tom. I didn't see that.
I did not. I was questioning though, is that the affidavits were on my list. They're saying is that they're saying, okay.
There are two copies for Essential Network Technologies.
Right. And I guess the question is do we really, with that, I have no question that he knows what he's doing and with his description of what he does, okay, with the hands-on equipment, everything in that. My only issue there was that some of the stuff, saying is that on the third page, the page 3, the first, he worked for Essential Network Technologies from 4/12/23 to present. The total hours were 1,512. If you add 1 year of 2,080 hours for 1 year, that would add up to 3,592 hours. Yet the affidavit is dated 1/27/25. Okay. There's some of these that are not, and the one affidavit that he sent was, I think it was one of the last ones. There, it was the affidavit was for Vision Able surveillance solutions and everything. It said he had 10,984 hours, and he goes from May 24th, 2004 to 4/7/2023 and everything in that. And he had total of 10,984 hours. But the affidavit was not even dated with that. And those type of things, I was, when I was looking at it, I thought, this, and there's no doubt that he had all these W-2s on there without any problem. He didn't have them prior to 2018 and everything in that. But that's, he has 2018 to current times and everything, and he has enough W-2s covering all that area. I guess one of the things is that, Rick, what do you want to do about stuff like that and everything in that?
If you guys can give John a second, he messaged me that he'd like to explain something.
Sure.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it. Sorry, I dropped off my phone and joined by WebEx. Yeah, so the first time when I submitted it, I thought we just needed one. So I put all my hours on one showing Essential. So on the last meeting, I was told that if I got one for Vision Able, since that's where the bulk of my time was, and notarized by them, signed by, someone there, that either that or more or additional W-2s, and we should be good to go if I can't get the other affidavit. So I actually uploaded another W-2 and got the affidavit. So that's probably the reason you see 3 there. Is the first one was an error because I added all the time together. I didn't realize I needed them from past employment as well.
Okay, well, I see what you're saying and everything, and that kind of adds up now and everything and that. It was, you have to understand, you have to forgive us and everything and that. You have all this, you see in some affidavit, there were duplicates in there and that, everything that really
Sure.
confused me.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you notice, so the reason I never got a permit at Vision Able is because if you look at who signed my Vision Able one, it was Chuck Kortner who pulled all my permits there. So I didn't need to have one there because Chuck pulled them for me. But here at ENT, I manage along with the operations as well, but I manage our install teams and that. So just trying to get our communications license here. Generally, we're either putting in PoE most of the time we're putting in PoE switches and IP cameras. So
Okay, I don't have a problem with his explanation there and everything and that. Bob, what do you think?
Yeah, that makes sense now as far as clearing up the over 12,000 hours. I think the affidavits, your concern about just the dates being inconsistent, I think that we could probably just my thought, just dismiss that as really just more of a clerical error, not reason enough to make them resubmit that.
I don't have a problem with that. I agree with you, very much. So I would have to change that press spreadsheet to approve based on John's explanation of it.
thank you.
Works for me.
Okay, does everybody for approval of John's license? Does everybody want to hear a motion on that?
I make a motion.
A second?
Second.
Okay. All right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Motion is approved. Okay, so
Thank you all. Appreciate it. I'll drop off and let you go. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. And thank you, Sherry, for all your help. You're awesome.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks, John.
Have a great day, guys.
You too.
I'd like to thank Sherry for all of her work and everything. It's very difficult and everything, getting all that paper in.
Eh,
She'll want more money, Tom.
Yeah.
Well, she could be the county executive then. She
yeah,
could run for office here.
let's do that.
Okay, so we're done with the new business and everything and that. What's our next, I guess, Sherry, what would be our next date for meeting?
May 22nd. No, May 15th.
May what's the date?
May 15th.
May 15th.
Yep.
Okay, so does anybody have anything else you want to talk about?
No.
Okay, therefore I need a motion to adjourn until May 15th at 1 o'clock. We'll have our virtual meeting and that. Any questions? Do I have a motion for that?
I motion.
Second?
I'll second.
All righty. Okay, those approved, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, okay. We'll say motion is approved and I guess that's it for today and everything in that.
I do have one question.
Yes.
Can you guys see me?
No.
Okay.
I don't see Dawn on my
No.
computer.
Wonder
I don't
why.
know.
Do you have your
I
camera?
don't know. I
lens
opened up my
closed?
camera.
Do you have the lens closed?
No, I opened it.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'd be the last one to know. I fight this thing every day.
So it says show with other